quite a few of the papers I've been referring to Declan Rice at West Ham, his situation, and apparently the club are concerned or braced for an offer for him because West Ham allegedly need the money for an overhaul, and there's talk of a £70 million move. Chelsea, his former club, of course, who let him go as a young boy, are rumoured to be interested in him. But perhaps what's interesting, because I've heard this talk around, I think something you've discussed in the studio on a Sunday, Dave, as well, is he's obviously a terrific player, got a great future ahead of him. But where do people see him? Is he a midfield player or is he a centre-back?
It's up to me, I mean, to be honest, it reminds me a little bit of myself. And I started in midfield and ended up going to centre-back. And I'm a big fan of Declan Rice. I think what he's done is he's come in and he's had everyone talking about him and how great he is. And this season, at different stages, he had people question him and saying in England games, was he good enough on the ball? Was he receiving the ball in the right positions? Now, that happens to every young player where you come in, you make that initial burst onto the scene, everyone's talking, and then you're talking of you positively. And then you have that little spell where you're not doing as well, and you get a little bit of criticism. And it's how you come out the other side. I actually watch Declan Rice a lot, as we all do. I think he's got really good character as a player. I think he never hides. I think it's been really tough to play in a West Ham team. In these last few years, been very difficult. He's playing in central midfield as a young lad. I think he's seen as the man who's trying to stop opposition getting at the back four, the man who's also trying to get on the ball. I think he's better on the ball than he's actually given credit for, Declan Rice. I think he can really pass. There is a little slight criticism in terms of midfield play. Graham will know this more in terms of how he receives the ball. Graham's just been talking about trying to get the ball in his last game at Rangers there, but there is an art to that as well, how you receive the ball. If you go to the ball and you're not in a great position, a lot of the time players won't give you the ball. So I think there is something in that, his body positions, but actually when he gets on the ball and he gets his head up and he's looking forward, I think the lad can pass. And as I said, I think he's got something about him. I think at centre-back, yes, because he won't have those receiving the ball problems with his back to play, if you like. Everything will be in front of him. And that was something why I don't think I was ever going to be a top-class midfield player, really, certainly at Liverpool, is that I probably wasn't quick enough with the ball or quick enough with my feet. Certainly with teams now, almost everyone plays three midfield players. So a lot of the time, there's six midfield players in the centre of the pitch. So that'd be something going forward with Declan Rice. But in terms of actually stepping out with the ball, whether the teams he went to played a back three, I think he'd be perfect in that type of sitting, because I think he can pass, certainly when he's looking forward. But I'd have no qualms about him going into midfield. But of course, he has to improve in certain areas. But at his age, every player's got to improve.